my first TBR of 2017?
Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Hey, what's up internet? My name is Nikki and today I will be doing my last wrap up of 2016 and my first TBR of 2017. That is insane to think about, but let's get into the video. So in December, I was kind of really impressed. I actually ended up reading 3 books because of the holidays and everything like that, and I'm proud of myself to actually been able to read something. Okay, so the first book that I finished in December was Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo, and oh my god, this book was good. I could not put this down. I think I finished it in 2 days. That was kind of insane, especially since I kind of had to work. And it was really good. I loved it. I enjoyed it so much. The relationships in it, the adventure, just like the plot twist and everything. And I swear, Kaz is a genius, or I should say Leigh Bardugo is a genius because she's the one who wrote it. But just everything, I did not see the outcome of what was happening, especially with a certain family aspect of it. It was nice. We get to see the characters in a different kind of light, and you get a little bit more of a backstory behind it of how they ended up being who they are as you meet them. Because I guess it's kind of like a farewell, like you don't know if they're gonna survive this, and they're just remembering what ended up going wrong in their life that actually got them to that part. That's how I kind of saw it, how she was writing it. And my favorite part of all has to be Matthias when he talks about his, I guess his wolf or puppy or whatever, and it was so sweet. I wish there was like a little short story about that because it was adorable. It was adorable and a little funny at the same time. But if you understand what I'm trying to say, I'm trying not to do spoilers, but all I have to say, the backstory between Matthias and his wolf was the cutest thing ever. Because I'm like, that kind of sounds like Matthias, even though he's a fictional character. I'm like, yeah, that kind of sounds like you. So I thought that was pretty cool. This book did make me cry. There's a part in it that made me really cry. I'm just really mad of how that went down, but I'm kind of happy how the outcome came, and I kind of want to know what happened afterwards. Trying so hard not to do spoilers, but yeah. There's one thing, I hope she does a short story on it. It's like the play in here. It's something called the comedy something. I can't remember what it is, but there's a play that has a major part in this whole series or books. I kind of want to know a little bit more of the play because it sounds really interesting, especially when the whole money thing. Like, I want to know the whole aspect of it. Like, I want to know the backstory of it. I hope she makes little like short stories of it because I'm really interested in that. So yeah, if she has, let me know, I guess. So I gave this book a 4 out of 5 just because I did get a little frustrated with it a little bit. But it was really good. I probably will pick it up later on. But yeah, oh my god, it's really good. The next book I finished in December was Lily Blue, Blue Lily by Maggie Stiefvater. I think I said that right? Yeah, that's kind of like a tongue twister. Blue Lily, Lily Blue, Blue Lily, Lily Blue. Well, maybe not. So, but I am kind of sad for one because this is the 3rd book in the Raven Boy cycle, and I kind of don't want to finish it because I love the gang in this. So this book kind of revolved around 3 of the main characters. That was Blue Sergeant, Gansey, and Adam Parrish, and I really enjoyed it because you kind of see a little bit more of their aspect of how they're handling the situations, because you kind of get a different, because when you meet Gansey, he's like this really confident guy, and then all of a sudden in this book you kind of see like vulnerable side of him, and it's great to see it, especially because it's, I guess, character development or reverse development. I'm not quite sure, but he's trusting his friends more, and that was interesting to see. And then of course Adam Parrish, the things he said in this book got me, because I'm like, I swear Maggie Stiefvater is trolling me so hard of what is happening, especially like I don't know. I don't want to say it just because I'm gonna make a full video of the Raven Boy cycle, and it's just, I swear she's trolling me hard on what he ended up saying in this book, and I was like, but I kind of like that he is more accepting of himself, because the second book, what was it, the Dream Thieves, you kind of see that Adam was kind of struggling. He was kind of struggling in the first book, but in the second book he kind of struggled a lot, and in this book he's kind of more accepting of himself and the people around him a little bit. Like he's finally now accepting that this is his life, and the only way he can change that is, well, if he does it. And then of course there's Blue Sergeant, and all I have to say is Blue she is a strange girl and I love her for it. And so yeah, I gave this a 5 out of 5 just because I loved it, I enjoyed it. I'm obsessed with the Raven Boys, and I'm kind of sad that this was the third book, but I really did enjoy it. I'm not gonna say anymore because, like I said, it's the third installment, and I hope I didn't spoil anything, but I doubt it just because it's really, really big. So yeah. So the last book I finished in December is also technically my TBR for January, and that is the Sweep series by Cate Tiernan, Volume 1. So I actually finished Book of Shadows in December, and there's actually 2 more books in this volume, and that is The Coven and Blood Witch. So I ended up finishing Book of Shadows, and I forgot how much I love the series. I think I love the series as how much other people love the Harry Potter series. This is technically my Harry Potter series because I grew up reading these books, and granted I did not really understand the majority of what was going on just because I was a little too young, maybe because this was like my first young adult reading books I started with, and I enjoyed this a lot. Just bringing back of Cal Blair and then Morian and Bree and Robbie, and I just forgot, and like the whole magic of it, of her finding herself in this, just really good, and I really enjoyed it. I would give it a 4 out of 5 stars just because I forgot that there were some things in here that I kind of now roll my eyes at just because of how, I guess, juvenile it is, but I do enjoy it just because of the nostalgia of it. But I really like it, and the first book is basically just setting up what's going on. You meet Cal, this mysterious hot guy who comes to the school, and he basically invites a bunch of high schoolers to come basically celebrate a Wicca holiday with him, and they basically go, Wicca's cool, let's learn a little bit more. That's basically all I can say about it without actually spoiling what's going on, but I do really like it. I really enjoyed it. So starting off my TBR for January, I will be finishing this volume 1, which is The Coven and Blood Witch. I'm not quite sure what the other 2 are about. I'm pretty sure The Coven is about them actually getting to know a little bit about magic and getting into depth about it, and then Blood Witch is we kind of learn about Cal's family, of like what he really is, and the witch police. I'm pretty sure that's in this book, but I'm not quite sure because there's not really anything that tells me the difference of the books. But yeah, cannot wait to finish the volume this month, and eek, so excited. So the next book I will be reading in January will be Brave New World by Aldous Huxley? I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong, but yeah, Brave New World. I actually read this book in high school. It was for like a summer reading project thing, and to be honest, I didn't really enjoy it, and I think it's just due to the fact that it was like a school thing. It was homework. I didn't want to do homework over the summer, and I kind of just blew through it and just filled out all the worksheets for it. So it's been sitting on my book stacks, and I've been looking at it. I'm like, you know what, I have the audiobook for it, let's read it and let's see what's going on. I'm not quite sure what this book is really about. I just know it's about a different world. Like it says, Brave New World. It's just a new world from ours. It's a little more, I guess, advanced. And from what I recall, they have like they have pills. They take pills, and it manages their moods, and just a lot of stuff like that. It'll be interesting to actually hear it, because I think one of the problems me not liking this book the first time I read it was due to the fact probably I didn't understand what was really going on, and since I have the audiobook I might actually understand it a little better. So I'm kind of excited to reread a classic. So the last book I will be reading this month is The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. And I really want to cry now because I really don't want to read this. It is the last installment, it's the final book, and I'm really sad. I don't want to read this book whatsoever, but I'm gonna do it because I really want to know if they actually find the king. Just simple as that. Like, what happens? Like, what's their wish? And kind of like that stuff. I want to know the premonition that happened in the first book, if it's actually come true, or did they change it after the last 2 books. So I'm really curious how this goes. So yeah, I read like the little synopsis in the cover, and it's very vague, and I'm really scared, and I just wish it was bigger, longer, something. But yeah, but I feel like I might actually reread the whole series again later on, binge read the whole series, because this took me a while to actually read the whole series, and that's just because I enjoyed it way too much. So yeah, I don't want to do this, but I have to. So yeah, last book. So that is it for my December 2016 wrap up and my January TBR of 2017. This is gonna be exciting. I cannot wait to read these books. At the same time, I'm gonna just cry probably reading the first chapter, realizing this is the last time I will be reading a Raven Boys book. Do not count that I might actually finish that book by the end of January, because I'm probably gonna try to lay that off as much as possible. But crossing fingers I actually finish it, because I really want to know what's gonna happen. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. If not, that's cool. I try to upload either Monday, Wednesdays, or Fridays. And yeah, I'll catch you later. Whoopee!